Now, the leader of the United Democratic Party, lawyer Darboe, says a UDP-led government will allocate 10% of the nation's budget to agriculture. Lawyer Darboe, who made the remarks in Badibunjaba on Saturday, says the move will help drive out the importation of rice into this country. Daisy has the rest of that story.
As the presidential election is fast approaching in the Gambia, political parties are crisscrossing the country to strengthen their support base. The United Democratic Party, one of the biggest political parties in the country, has over the weekend held a rally in Badibunjaba. Speaking at the rally, the Secretary General and party leader of the United Democratic Party, Darboe, said if his party comes into power, 10% of their budget will be allocated to agriculture.
If you give this country to UDP, what we're going to do is 10% of our budget, that is, in every 100, 10% of the budget will be taken and put into our agricultural business. And the issue of rice importation, we will try to stop it in this country because as in every 2 years, the country will cultivate a certain ton of rice. So we do not import that ton of rice when we get that cultivated in the country. That is how we are going to do it until we stop the importation of rice in the coming 10 years.
The UDP leader also urged his party members to get their voters' cards in order to acquire the change they are yearning for.
We want to stop the way the country is going, and in doing so, we want to change the government. How can we do that? We can do that by getting our voters' cards, because we will not use axe, we will not use sticks to go and remove the president. We will change the government according to the law, and that is by using our votes. All these hypes you are doing, saying nothing will stop us from winning, indeed nothing will stop us from winning if we get the votes. But if we don't get votes, then we will not win.
Agriculture is the most important sector in the Gambia economy and one of the priority areas of development, particularly in the new global climate of price escalation of staple food items. It accounts for approximately 1/4 of GDP and employs 75% of the labor force. Despite the fact that the country depends largely on the agricultural sector, much is still needed to improve growth and production of crops in the country. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Daisy.